So welcome everybody. We are in session, I believe, 19th of our class, of the QA portion of that class, yes. And we are looking at common interview questions and project stories, and that is the subject. By the way, guys, next time, actually tomorrow, we will meet, and the major focus is answering your questions. So whatever questions you might have, please be prepared. Come with the questions. So here is the survey you were supposed to take, the tough interview questions. And as far as I can see, just few people participated. Let me refresh. It's what, 16? Yeah, 16 people. Basically, you sabotaged the quiz. Okay, so I will do it pretty much myself with 16 people who participated. So we've got a couple of questions, and there is a common term for questions like that. They're called tough interview questions, and what makes them tough is it's judgmental. There is no clear criteria of what's wrong and what's not, what's correct. It's not like HTML or Java or anything where the answer is very, very clear. So here it's about the judgment. And we will not start with why should we hire you. We will start with second question. Tell me about yourself. And you remember, tell me about yourself is one of the questions in your list of 12 questions for clearance. Yeah, let me go there. It's online, should be somewhere here. Clearance. Huh? Is it here? No. Come on. No. Okay. Maybe like that. Okay. So here is your list of questions, and today we will be looking. Some out of 12 are in that group of tough interview questions. Tell me about yourself. How do you see yourself in 5 years? 2. Okay, just 2 out of 12. Good. And we will start with tell me about yourself question, because if you understand how to answer that question, you're going to be able to answer all other questions in that group. So we are looking at the notes we have done with the previous class. Okay, so we have couple of points to make. So one point is all those questions have a hidden part. Means, so why should we hire you? Or tell me about yourself. And the hidden part is, so I want to hire you. Don't tell me about yourself out of the context of the interview. Tell me about yourself, so I want to hire you. Okay, tell me, we've got many questions, like, let me see here. Yeah, what do you like about QA? So I want to hire you. Do you have questions for me? So I want to hire you. How do you see yourself in 5 years from now? So I want to hire you. That is the point, okay? If you are missing that point, you're never going to be successful with that interview question. Okay, so far, guys, are you with me? Do I understand what I'm talking about? Just waiting for your feedback. Okay, good. So the question is, tell me about yourself. So in a second point is the answer should not take longer than 60-90 seconds. The attention span of a human, guys, is there. It's in between 60 to 90 seconds. So outside of that time frame, they cannot pay same level of attention to your answer. So it gives them the most important thing within that time frame. If they want to ask more questions, or if they want you to go for detail, ask them, do you want more detail on this, on that, whatever. But the most essential part of your answer should be done within 60 to 90 seconds, no longer than that. So tell me about yourself. And pretty much, let me make it number 3 here, the third point. Close to 100% of people you talk to will ask that question. You go to an interview, just one company, you talk to 4 people. 4 out of 4 will ask that question. Normally, it is the first question. Let me put it here. Normally, that is the first question. The first question they ask. So tell me about yourself. And you cannot afford to fail with that one. If you fail with tell me about yourself question, guys, that is pretty much the end of your interview story today. Okay? A few years ago, I was talking to a girl who failed 6 or 7 interviews. So she comes to me, and so I have to diagnose what happened, why she is failing. And she comes with the list of questions companies asked and the answers to those questions. So I have to figure out what's wrong in her answer. And one of the companies, there is no question. I'm saying they didn't ask you anything. She said no. I said, how does it happen? So you come for an interview and they say, thank you very much, go home. So what happened? She says, no, they just asked me, tell me about yourself. I said, so why you do not consider that a question? She said, yeah, I expected something like HTML question or JavaScript question or something like that. So she doesn't even understand how critical that question is. They asked her, tell me about yourself. She failed, and nobody cares what she knows about HTML or JavaScript or any other subject in the world if she is the wrong person. Tell me about yourself question is the question about you being the right person. So if you fail here, that is the end of the story. Okay, you cannot, okay, let me. It is about being the right person for the job, yeah? The right person. It's about your personality, basically. File, save. Okay, are you with me? Are you following me? Just nobody is getting asleep now? Okay, we've got a few more people joining. Good. Here is the order in which you would answer the question. So first, you start with education, and it is not what country it is. It is not what exactly university it is. Okay, not the country or the school. It's not about that. It's about your major. Major. Okay, let me make it uppercase. It's about your major. So you're saying, I have bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. Done. Nobody cares what kind of university, where it is located, what is that country, blah, blah, blah. nobody cares. Just, I have a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, good, or civil engineering, or education. So then you talk about your work experience. And you do not talk about how your work experience, which is completely unrelated to software testing, enabled you to be better tester. It is not what you are talking about. Because lots of people are saying how being an accountant or how to be in a bank, employee pushed them towards software quality assurance. No garbage. Okay, so work experience basically means, so after the school, what did you do? What is your life path? Professional life path. What did you do? Just okay. Let's say no bullshit. Okay. No BS, okay. And then the question is, and that is what they want to understand. Okay, you are coming from that background, so here is your education, here is your work experience. Why in the world you moved from accounting, from mechanical engineering, from petroleum engineering? Why you moved to software, to IT technology? Not exactly software testing yet, but why you left your career? What's wrong with your previous career? Why you left your previous profession? That is the key. Why? And then the next question is, out of all the possible choices, why in the world you decided to be in QA? Okay. And then, since you are in QA already, so how do you see your future or yourself in the future? Which means, do you and our company have mutual interest? So let's say you want to achieve something. Am I able to help you with that? Okay, I want to be instrumental in your career development. Otherwise, guys, you are not going to stay with us. You are not going to be motivated, happy, excited, and so on. Nobody wants people like that. I want to know what you want in the future, and I want to make sure I can be of help. So that is the overall picture. Now, question to you guys. Anybody wants to try? I will enable your microphone. Anybody wants to try to come up with the answer to the question, tell me about yourself? Anybody who wants to try? Come on. I mean, it's very beneficial because I will fix your story, guys. It's a privilege. Okay. Anybody? You will see immediately the mistakes. That is exactly what happens when you go to the clearance, because when clearance comes, you have to tell that story. So we have, okay, Marina. Okay, let me find Marina. Okay, Marina. I'm looking for Marina in the list of people who are in the class. And so far, let me see. K, L, M. I have Madina, Maxim, Margarita, Maria. I have actually two Marias. Marina. I have one Marina, okay. Two Marinas. God, which Marina are you? Hey. Monroe, okay, Monroe, good. So Marina, you self-muted yourself, so you did mute yourself, so I cannot really unmute you. Oh, okay. Okay, so we can hear you, Marina. Okay, do you have phones? Can because my voice goes to your microphone and comes back to us. Hmm? Раз, one, two, three, one, two, three. No, we need. You have to use phones. Hello, do you have phones? Okay, okay, let's try. So, Marina, what is your story? Here is the plan. So, what is your story? Let me say Marina. Okay, Marina. Here is your story. So what's your education? Honestly, I cannot understand any word you are saying. I don't know why, but I do not hear you. I mean, I hear you, but I cannot um. Okay, let's switch to another computer. And meanwhile, we will try to ask someone else, maybe. Guys, anybody? You do not have headphones. Look, since you do not have headphones, my voice goes to your speaker. From your speaker, it goes to your microphone, and then from your microphone, it goes to all of us. So then, um, and probably as a result, I cannot understand any word you are saying. Uh, so who is here? Um, Not legibly. Yeah, there is a strong echo. I agree. Guys, anybody besides Marina, anybody wants to talk? Guys, we've got 130 people in the class now. I would try. Okay. Alexandra. Okay, let's try Alexandra. Okay. Alex. Okay. Alexandra, you self-muted yourself. So it's not me anymore. So it's just you. Just unmute yourself. Alexandra. Okay. Okay, Marina, if you are ready, say something. Marina, if you are ready, and you are saying you are ready, say something. So now we lost both. I mean, interesting, huh? Where is Marina now? Guys, we are losing people. So both are typing, okay. Just a second. Trying to unmute. Okay. Oop. Okay. Marina. Marina. Actually, Marina is not actually. She is not in the class actually. I don't know. Well, it doesn't work. Marina. Oh, okay. Karimulin. Okay, Marina. No, maybe. Just a second. Marina. Yes. Okay, Marina. Try now. Oh, absolutely. That is perfect. That is really okay. Very good. So, Marina, tell us. So, tell me about yourself. Okay. No, stop right here. Stop right here. Uh-uh. Stop right here. I gave you the plan. Okay. I gave you the plan. Can you follow my plan? Okay. Stop right here. Stop right here. Stop right here. I didn't ask you if your education is or is not connected to the profession. I ask you, what is your education? That's it. That is a very short question. It requires just half a sentence. What's your education? You can say, yes, yes, I am Marie. My name is Marina. You can say that. But so, what's your education? Okay, very good. So I have, so bachelor degree first and master's degree after. So I have bachelor's degree, yeah, in what? In linguistics. Which languages? Okay. Okay, English, Spanish, Russian. English, Spanish, Russian. Okay, good. Russian. Um, and master's degree. Yeah? Master's degree in psychology. Good. Master's degree in psychology. Next. Anything about your employment? Did you work at all, or did you work in? I mean, what did you do after getting the degrees? Maybe you worked in between bachelors and masters. Okay. Uh, localization or localization testing, or what kind of? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Localization is adjust adapting, certain software to specific language, culture, or whatever. Testing is testing that project. So some people do localization and some people do testing. Different people do different things. Okay, let's do it this way. I worked as the translator or interpreter. What was it? Translator. Translator. Russian, English. Which languages? The English, Russian. In which country? Wait a second. So, where are you originally? In which country? Okay, you are from Russia. Where did you get your bachelor's degree in linguistics? In Moscow. Then, where did you get your degree in psychology? In Moscow. Okay, now, did you ever work back home in Russia? Okay, so back home you worked as a translator, English-Russian translator. Good. Now, translator. Then something happened. So you moved to the United States? Yes? Yes, no? Okay, when did it happen? When did it happen? Okay, it happened 15 years ago. So you came to US and you continued working in as a translator. Okay, I worked as an English Russian translator in Russia and in US, and I'm not wait, and yeah, and in US, and I'm not saying 15 years or 5 years or 95 years. I'm not even saying that. Nobody cares. In that case, we are not kind of FBI people investigating you. Okay. So we are looking at your career path. So you've got your degree in linguistics. Then why in the world you would get the degree in psychology? So you never used your psychology kind of stuff, no? Okay, just okay. You just needed to get the degree to understand you don't want to work in the psychology field. Okay, it's fine. I mean, my second degree was in mathematics, so it gave me a very clear idea of me not interested in working in mathematics. Okay, but just in education, good, or self-development. So, in US. Now the question is, okay, so work experience. We know, so no bullshit work experience. You worked as a translator, good. Why you decided not to work in as a translator anymore? So what moved you to think about changing your career path? Career path. Yes. Let me ask. Because to me, it sounds like a bullshit, honestly. So you work in a law office, okay? And you translate, maybe it was immigration law, yeah? So you translate, and then how in the world you got involved in localization testing project? What happened? How a law office employee might get involved in localization testing project? Look. I'm not telling you. Give me the bullshit story you might bring to some places. I'm telling you, give me no bullshit story. You worked as a translator. Now, no bullshit. What moved you? Why you decided to quit that career? Just real stuff. So, law office developed their own software application. Is that what you're saying? What kind of software application? What kind of software application? What does it do? So basically, the software application developed by law office has nothing to do with law office operations. Okay. So you do sometimes, guys, even if there is some truth, okay, but sometimes truth looks like a pure bullshit, okay. So in your case, if that is the truth, it looks like a pure bullshit. So forget about this stuff. Now, even if they develop some software and you get an assignment of localizing or maybe testing the localization or whatever, so it doesn't make you a professional tester. You do not work in a software company. You do not study software testing methodologies. You don't know how to write test cases. You don't know what's regression testing, what's release acceptance testing. I mean, you're not a tester anyway. And if you fly from Moscow to New York, in aircraft, it doesn't make you to think about changing your career to to work for an aircraft. You just use it. I mean, so we need a strong, very strong, very believable reason why you decided to move to IT. And I told you, it is not about you moving to software testing. it is primarily why you decided to stop the career you had for many years. Why you decided to quit. That is the point. That is real bullshit. Look, I'm not asking for bullshit. Look, guys, no bullshit. I know all the bullshit. So I mean, I can teach you bullshit, but before we do bullshit, okay, we have to come to the essentials. Bullshit should be believable. You cannot come with the bullshit which everybody, understands it's a bullshit. That is how you fail the interview. That is exactly how people fail the interview. So we need believable story. Tell in your real life, tell us. Look, we have 130 people in the class listening to you. Okay, tell us why you decided to change your career. Probably you didn't make enough money. Maybe. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so my financial part. Okay, financial part, good. Now, if wait. We are building your stories. You see, that is where, but we have to deal with the real stuff. So real stuff, you wanted more money. And probably your compensation in that law office was really miserable. It could be like $15 per hour, yeah, $18 per hour. Yes, exactly. Where do you live? In what city? New York. In New York, 15, $18 per hour. You are basically like a welfare recipient. You just have to go to work, to be on welfare. Now, so you worked as a. For how long you worked as an English-Russian translator in New York, in the United States? For how long? So for 10 years you worked as a translator. Probably you didn't need much money, for that period of time. Maybe you took care of kids or whatever. Okay. So you worked as an English-Russian translator, and maybe I'm just thinking, guys. Let's go to the intellectual power of the people in our class. Guys, what would be a good reason to give people? So she works. It shouldn't be just money. It should be more than just money. Maybe she felt burnt out. Maybe she felt nothing happens in her life, and she wanted some change. Maybe yeah, so you felt like you are stagnated with what you are doing. Okay. Okay, let's go to, okay, I worked in blah blah blah. So then question number 3, why career change? You said over time. Okay, over time I started to feel burnt out, burnt out, stagnated, not stagnated, not going anywhere, in my life, okay, in my professional life, So it opens the door. Okay, that is why you started to look around. Okay, going anywhere. Okay, now why? Then we come to the question of why QA. The easiest thing here is to say I was very open. I was very open to all the thinkable career options. career options with career options. I definitely wanted to work in IT, but at that time, I was assuming that it is not possible without having at least the bachelor degree in computer science. In computer science. So you were kind of, open, but not really knowing much in computer science, and then you can say, and one day YouTube, okay, YouTube gave me a video about career change, where okay, let's see here, translator, where let's say a paralegal, I'm just looking for some nice, where an accountant was telling his story about moving to QA, moving to software QA, So I realized there is an opportunity there. Okay, so why QA? Just happened. You see, there is nothing wrong in things happening to you by accident. Okay, things happen accidentally, and just most of the people who are in QA got there accidentally. Okay. Boom. Okay. And so, yeah, you were searching for career change and stuff, and then YouTube always offers you recommended. It's called recommended videos on the right. Yeah. So there was some video. The guy was an accountant, and then you realized you don't have to have a degree in computer science to be there. You say, hey, if an accountant can do it, so I can do it. And my English was 10 times better than this guy. And I say, wait a second. Yeah. So then we go to the last thing. And the last thing is, how do you see yourself in the future? And that part is interesting, because we have to come up with the list of things which we always use answering questions like that. But for that particular reason, so how do you see yourself in the future? I want to be. By the way, Marina, if I ask you at that before I type the answer, how do you see yourself in the future? Aha, so you probably watched my video. Okay, I want to be someone who, okay, who, someone who makes the difference in software, okay, in software testing. So I want to be someone who makes a difference in software testing. Look, I'm not saying I want to be a QA manager. There are some cultural specifics here. So, for example, we used to have like in our classrooms maybe 50% of the girls, 60% of the girls, primarily girls from India, and to them it is very common to say, "So, how do you see yourself? I want to be a manager." Because in their culture, so manager is someone who is knowledgeable, respectable, taking care of others, helping people. So, and it's a very, very dignifying, option. And they want to be a manager, but manager is a title, just a title. So you can be a decent person, no matter what your title is about. See what I mean? Title doesn't make you a decent person. So I would say in American kind of way, you would say, so I want to be someone who makes a difference. That is something which is not conflicting with anybody's views. It means you are ambitious, and your ambition is not about money. It's not about humiliating other people who are below you. Okay, your ambition is about benefiting, the world with your contribution. Is it clear? So that is pretty much where you are. If you guys will go to the notes, or not just notes, the webinar for a previous class. So your class of September 6th, and previous class is May 18th. If you go there, and I'm using their file right now. So we talked to a couple of people. So you will see how we discuss that same issue with more people. Let me go there. So we talked to two more people there. One was Mikhail. So his story is, I have BS, and I don't remember the actual stuff, but that is what we made for him. Okay, I have bachelor's degree in civil engineering from Russia. After graduation, I worked in computer-aided design for construction project. So he was in kind of not exactly IT, but he used computer-based tools. Over time, I felt exhausted, and I decided to switch to IT field. So he felt exhausted. Okay. One of my friends is a QA manager, and he convinced me to try to, because I was really lost, blah, blah, blah. As of today, I'm 100% committed to building my QA career. I would not consider any other opportunity now. I want to be someone who makes, probably his answer is more elaborated than yours. See what I mean? That is why I brought that story to your attention, because it does it a little bit different. Then we have Hannah. I have bachelor's degree in linguistics. Hey, same as you. I worked as a translator for several years. Another translator. 3, 4. That is 2 questions in one. When I moved to the US, to most of us, career change happens because we move to another country and we have to start from the very beginning. So moving to US is the kind of reason to ask yourself, so who I am now. So, and when I moved to US, I started to look for a job as a Russian English translator. One day I've got an offer of a Russian localization QA contract for 3 months. After that, I was offered a permanent job by same company. As of today, QA is my long-term career commitment. I want to grow into someone who makes a difference, blah, blah, blah. So guys, you have 3 stories, and let's see if someone wants to talk. Let me thank Marina. Yeah, good. And see if there is anybody else. Guys, anybody else wants to talk? Okay, we've got some people. Okay. Ludmila, Liliana, guys, if you, I need your confirmation. Yes, I am interested or something. Anybody? No? I can. Ludmila. Okay, let's go for Ludmila. Ludmila. I have just one Ludmila, so it makes it easier. Okay, Ludmila, your microphone is on. Good evening. Okay, so where are you on the map? Oh, so you're local, so you can actually just come to my office and talk from here. Okay, let me put you here. So, Ludmila. So, Ludmila, the first thing is education. What's your education? I have bachelor's degree in economics. Okay, economics. Okay, let's say master's degree in economics. Okay, master's degree. I have master's degree in economics. Okay, good. What's your work experience? Okay. Wow. Okay. Work. Okay. I've worked. Let's say upon graduation, right away. Yeah. Yeah. Upon graduation. Okay. Graduation. I worked as a sales manager in telecommunication in telecom company. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Then. So the question is why career change? The question is. Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. Ludmila. We have a slightly different accent here, okay? So you are saying, since I was moving to another country, it was an opportunity time to think about career change. My question is, why in the world you want that career change? I mean, because it sounds like for 8 years you worked in a company thinking about career change, but not being able to do it. That is how it sounds. So finally, you are moving to another country. Now you can do it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me put my questions this way. Where was it? Where did you live? No. Where? Moldova. Okay. In Moldova, when you worked in that field as a sales manager, uh, did you like your job, or you would consider any other opportunity in case there is an opportunity? I mean, were you happy with your job? Okay, so basically, you were ready for career change. You kind of you didn't feel much excitement about your job. I worked as a sales manager in telecom company, so I liked my job, I like my job, but I was also interested interested in career change as well. I was in career change as well. Career change as well. Well, just was interested. Okay, it's fine. So there is no specific reason you're interested. So then immigration comes. So why career change? Okay, immigrating to US was the perfect time. Yeah, the perfect time. Immigration. Okay, let's say immigration. Immigration. Okay, immigration to US was the perfect situation. Okay, you will put better word. Perfect situation. Situation for that. Yeah, for that. And again, I was very open. Yeah, or you did have some idea already. I was very open. Okay, I was very open to new opportunity. Okay, to new opportunities. Meanwhile, okay. Meanwhile, I was applying for jobs in sales. Yes, in sales. And purely by accident. And okay, because of my experience in a telecom company. Yeah, telecom company. Because of my experience in telecom company, I was offered a $15 per hour contract in software testing. In okay, let's say localization testing. Since you are economist, okay, contract in software as a software tester. It is very difficult for recruiters to find people who will work for $15. Let me tell you, it has to be someone who just came to the country, has no idea where he is, she is, and so on. So you was offered that contract as a software tester, and that position kind of helped me to realize that I really enjoy finding bugs, writing test cases and test cases, working in IT environment, in software development environment or company group. Okay, overall. Okay, so now we have 3. Why career change? Okay, migration very open the questions. Okay, so then that is number 4. Because of the experience, so that is how it happened to be QA. Okay, And then number 5, how do you see yourself in the future? Okay, someone who is a key contributor to the software testing effort. Okay, not company success, but software testing kind of activity. That kind. So you are committed to software testing, guys. We've got. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. I think we've got enough stories, guys. We have more volunteers, but the thing here is we have to move on. So we already spent 1 hour on that stuff, and it was a precious time. Meaning that is the key. Okay, that is the key to answering pretty much every question. If you understand what we just did, guys. So let me save the file and move to the next question in our quiz. Yeah. And next question. Okay, we are here in the why should we hire you? Okay. Why should we hire you? So what are you saying here? I'm looking for a great professional team with challenging projects. No, that is what you are looking. I'm asking you, why should I hire you? This position for which I apply for is very interesting for me because it is you're not answering my question. If I ask you, why are you interested in that position? So that is what you're going to tell me. But the question was, why should I hire you? Tell me. So I really want to hire you. I will make every effort, use my experience. I like quality assurance. Okay. Honestly, I almost feel like the job description was written about me. Okay. I have the 3 years of manual testing experience. Guys, the problem with job description is it is really far away from what they really need. You cannot judge what they need reading the job description. So 80% of job description is completely irrelevant. So you cannot apply to that stuff, refer to that stuff. So, okay, let's see. I'm passionate about software quality. That is a good one. I want to be someone who makes a difference. I enjoy working as a member of result-driven team. I'm tolerant to routine work. That is the answer of someone who does the study, someone who takes our class seriously. Okay, I strive to be the person who makes the difference. Your company offers many career opportunities. How do you know? My skills and experience fit well with the job description. Guys, that is no, okay? You are not in a position to decide if you are a good match, okay? It is their job to decide if you are a good match. It is a complete misunderstanding of the situation. You are not saying my skills are a good fit. You have no idea what the job is and what is a good fit and what they think about a good fit. Okay, don't ever go there. Okay, let's see what we've done with your previous group. 2, 4. So why should we hire you? Wait a second. Tell me about yourself. Okay. Okay. 1. Why should we hire you? Yeah. Basically, it is similar. It says here, number 2 and number 4. Why should we hire you is pretty much similar to what you would say about what are your strengths, what are your strong kind of qualities. Yeah. So, and here is the list, and you shouldn't come with the entire full list. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different positions. Guys, out of 10, take 3, 4, 5, which you really feel are about you. So you enjoy working as a member of the results-driven team. Very good. You are tolerant to the routine work, because QA work sometimes, not always, but sometimes is a routine work. Guys, development job is a routine work. I'm not sure if it is going to surprise you. Development work is a routine work. So I am an intelligent, rapid learner who likes to solve puzzles. I don't know where it came from to my list. Probably one of the students, said that, and I like it. I like it. If it is about you guys, say it. Passion for software quality, QA career minded. So it's not like you don't care what kind of profession, you just want to be in QA, no, in IT. No. You want to be in QA. You want to grow in QA. Perfectionist who has learned how to survive in the real world. Oh, that is a good one. I found that one once in a job description, guys. I was so excited. I just brought it to your attention. I want to be someone who makes a difference in software testing. I would go an extra mile or 2 or 5 to achieve my team goals. I'm able to view software applications through the eyes of an end user. As far as I can judge, your company offers lots of venues for career growth, and that is what I value a lot. That is kind of questionable. I don't know how you might know that, but be careful with the last one. Never say my skills and experience are a good match for the job description. Good. So guys, we are done with question number 2. Let me just see if you have any questions. So anything I have to clarify. We lost connection. I don't know. I don't know. Tell me if you did, but so far, no, I do not see anything like that. Okay, good. Keep going. So question number 3. Oh, sorry. Question number 3 is, what are your weaknesses? Guys, I have a video on weaknesses. Okay, that is a tough thing. If you go to if you go to YouTube, and the channel is job interview tips. I haven't been posting anything for many years, but at some point I did. Why should we hire you? What are your weaknesses? Look at that. What are your weaknesses? Just 4 minutes, guys. Just 4 minutes. I have one in Russian, actually. Since most of you are fluent, Silicon Valley Voice, Silicon Valley Voice. Weaknesses. Let me see. Weaknesses. How should it be? Слабые. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me try. Okay, okay, that is 7 minutes. I did it 12 years ago, guys. Look at that. 12 years ago, almost half a million people watch that. And слабые, okay, weaknesses. Okay, so here is the video. Let me maybe give you the link to that video. Weaknesses. Oh, is it the one? No. No, that is another one. That is another one. Okay, the first one is in English, and second one English, and second one is in Russian. And also, guys, we have quite a few, when it comes to videos in Russian, I have quite a few on tell me about yourself. If you want to get deeper into the kind of philosophy of that stuff. Okay. 1, 2, that one, look, 22 minutes. Natalia, she is a blogger, and she, maybe some of you know her, and from Florida, and she also took a class here. So she came from Florida to California, and we are building her story for 22 minutes. Okay, I am kind of interrogating her. So, and we go into details of her life and career and so on, and then we come up with the story. So we have quite a few, yeah. We have quite a few, so you can do that as well. Okay, let me move to another part here. So we are not talking about weaknesses here, okay? Because we have those videos, you watch them, and it's better than I will tell you right now. We might just look at what you've done. English is my second language. No way, no way. You shouldn't kind of disqualify yourself. The weaknesses, watch the videos, the weaknesses shouldn't be the killers, okay? Okay, sometimes ask a lot of questions. Interesting. Sometimes I am obnoxious, yeah? I'm terrifying people around me. No, guys. I always want to get 100% quality product. I regard any discrepancy. Okay, watch the video. Okay, watch the video. It is a delicate question, guys. You do not want to disqualify yourself. Okay, your weaknesses should be kind of something natural, something which all of us, you know, we all have weaknesses, and we are working on overcoming the weaknesses. That is pretty much what you, again, watch the videos. What are your strengths? And you remember question 2 and question 4, we already talked about your strengths. How do you measure personal success? Honestly, success means you have a goal and you achieve the goal. There is nothing else in success. You have a goal, you achieve the goal. But since we are talking in the context of the software testing interview, you remember, tell me, how do you measure personal success? So I want to hire you. See what I mean? It should be attractive to me. So how do you measure personal success? Achieving my goals, longer term success. That is generic, kind of, yeah. It's not specific to software testing. And working toward my goals, successful today. To be successful, guys, you don't have to achieve the goal. You have to be on, it's enough to be on the way to achieving your goal. For example, you are taking that class, and you didn't finish the class yet, you didn't get a job yet, but each and every time you go to the class, you do the quiz before the class, you are successful because you are making a small step, little step toward the achievement. If you decided not to do the quiz, just 16 people out of 10 times larger group, actually 15 times larger group, just 16 people decided to do the quiz. They were successful. And other people were not successful. They decided not to be successful today. That is their decision. Okay? That is, okay, working toward my goals, successful today. Okay. Being appreciated as a contributor, very good. You, that is who you are. You want, it's your goal to be appreciated as a contributor. helping other team members in achieving their goals. Overall, mentoring is a very good quality. Some people have it, some people don't have it. Okay, but kind of it's your personal thing. You like helping people. Okay, motivating others to make the next step in their development. So there are overall kind of measurements of success, and there are your personal measurements, something which is important to you personally. So you might talk about all of them, but that is where we are on the personal success. And again, I'm not saying that the personal success question will come to you quite often. It is not going to be the case. They might ask sometimes, but it's not a very common question. But I want you to understand the answer, because if you understand the concept here, you will use that answering any other question of that group. Yeah. So it is, yeah, tough interview question. See, tough. So we remove the tough part out of it. It's not tough anymore. It's very clear. We are making it clear. Number six. Keep going. Number 6. How do you see yourself professionally in 5 years? Pretty much we answered that question already. But okay, let's take a look at details. What do you say? Someone who makes a difference, someone matters up. Okay. In 5 years, I see myself as a successful software engineer, learning new skills, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So what do we have for you here? Working for the company to keep. Yeah. So you do not jump from company to company. You just want the company to keep. Someone who makes a difference in software testing, enjoying every day at work. Guys, isn't it nice? Being appreciated as a contributor, very good. Helping other team members in achieving their personal goals, mentoring. Look, we are going in circles around pretty much same group of values, okay? Values. And that is why they hire you, because of the values you have as an individual. They do not hire you for the first job because you have tremendous knowledge or experience or technical, very convincing technical part of your qualifications. Not really, but at least, okay, the personality thing is what they want. That is how you get the job. Number 7. If you could choose any company, where would you go? And again, so we should hire you. Yeah? What are your preferences? What are your kind of ideal things? So we want people like you. And it's not exactly give me the company name, but it's why. I mean, why? You want to work for Google. Okay, why Google? You can choose any company. Apple. Okay, why Apple? Why? Show me the values you have. Company with opportunities to grow professionally. No. The question was which company? You have to give them the company. I have already chosen your company. That is bullshit. That is against you. That one works against you. So people do not want to be treated as idiots. Okay? Nobody wants to be treated as an idiot. I really like companies like Google and Samsung, as I like to walk along with new technologies and create something new. Yeah, okay, there is an explanation here. Good. I don't know why Samsung, but yeah, it's okay. Google, because I would impact life of millions of people, blah, blah, blah. That is something from my videos, okay. On one hand, I like large companies where I would have enough space for career growth, and I would be near to the development and technology and social impact as well. On the other hand, small company, listen, they asked you, if you can choose any, okay, give me one. It's not about your overall preferences or choices, or give me one company, tell me why. That's it. Google, Facebook. Okay, let's see what we have here. If you could choose any company, where would you go? It says company and why. Google, Facebook, Apple, whatever. I can impact lives of millions of people. I can stay on the front of edge of technology. I want to have unlimited room for my career development. Very good. GoFundMe. Because of the social impact it makes. Okay. Probably a small company where I have more responsibilities as an engineer. Okay, so no name. Okay, what is a dream job? What is a dream job? Okay, guys, talking about dream job. So what are your dreams? Where I can be someone who can make the difference. Friendly work environment, very important. Normal life work balance, also very, very, very important. Okay, let's see what we've got here for you. Dream job. Job where I grow and enjoy every day at work. Good. Friendly, supportive work environment. Realize the best of my skills and keep learning new things. Being appreciated. The company to keep. You know what, guys? I would add one. I would add the company with normal life work balance, where employees are being prioritized over money flow. Good benefits and salary, unlimited vacation days. Okay, let's limit that one. Life work balance. Okay, life work balance. You might really you might be sensitive to that stuff. Do not talk about benefits, guys. Benefits are pretty much okay in technology companies. You will not have problems with benefits. Sorry, benefits is not an issue. But if you mention benefits, it looks like, again, you might not accept a job if it doesn't come with enough benefits, but emphasizing the financial part, is not that much kind of working for you. Okay, so company with normal life work balance. Let's say if you are a mom, you have 2 kids, for example, or you worked for a startup for 5 years and you were really stressed out, and you can mention that when you talk to them before. So you can say with being someone who really was on the brink, with the disbalance of life and work in my previous company. I really appreciate that life work balance. Good. I like it. I like it. Very good. Keep going. Tell us why you want to work for us. That is, guys, not obvious. It has some hidden kind of elements, because look, you don't know much about them, really. What do you know about them? So you come, you talk to them, they tell you what they do, they tell you about their work environment, opportunities. So you might like it, but out of what they told you, what is exactly you like? What is, out of many different things they told you about their company, what is that? So first of all, you tell them, primarily what I know about company is what you guys told me, yeah? Okay, I am under impression, yeah? So I'm under impression that working for your company, I will be able to achieve what I want to, and we talked about what you want to achieve. You remember, what do you want for yourself in the future? So I want to love your job. You want your passion for quality being appreciated. You have result-driven team. I do want to work with I do want to work with people who enjoy what they do. So it looks like you have great professional environment. I believe I can realize my potential at its best with you. So, but two major points. So the company, okay, and the people, the team. So what do we know about the company? I'm gonna like, my job in that company, my passion, blah, blah, blah. So we have 2 points, and then we kind of outline what we have under those 2 points. Okay. Number 10, what do you think it takes for a person to be successful in QA field? And that one also is not an easy one, because most of what you need to be successful in QA is what other people need to be successful in any other field. Let's take a look what you are talking about here. You are saying you care about customer satisfaction. That is a good one. That is a good one. Work never stops working on improving yourself, your skills and environment around you, who can always take an extra mile. I like that one. Desire, dedication, perseverance, good team, necessary to immerse oneself, completely immerse oneself in the software, both through the eyes of QA engineer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see what we've got for you here. What do you think it takes for a person to be successful? Being able to view computers through the eyes of an end user. That is specific, guys, to QA. It is not an overall necessary thing, but what makes it specific? So you are able to look at the software through the eyes of an end user, which will result in usability issues being exposed. Yeah. So having passion for software quality, very good. Tolerance to routine work, we discussed that. All those things are specific to QA work. Going for an extra mile, 2, 3 to achieve my goals, that is generic. And let me look again at that one. The first one I like. Yeah. Care customer satisfaction. Basically, we covered that. We covered that under being able to view software through the eyes of an end user. Okay. Okay. So, guys, let me ask you now. What is missing here? I mean, what should happen so you can take it and use it to your own benefit? That is the question. Okay. Guys, what's missing? Okay. And I can tell you, what is missing is an exact same thing as was missing when you decided not to do the quiz today, for today's class. That is exactly what's missing. So it's commitment. So you might think, okay, so I will do it next time. I will do it when I start preparing to clearance or whatever. So you postpone and delay. And it is called procrastination. Okay? So you are procrastinating, and that is the major key to not being able to do it. I mean, we give you everything, so it's all documented. And you can watch this video, you can watch a webinar for previous class with looking at their files and so on. So guys, any questions about what we discussed today? Any questions? Or maybe anyone wants to answer any of the questions here. So we can make it public and So besides the tell me about yourself question. Mikhail, in Russian market, is it also good to answer that you want to make a difference in 3-5 years? My observation of that is, I mean, you probably know that we have a class in Russian which is open source. So we did it first time in 2011, then we did it again in 2018, and then I am planning to do it again next year, probably in the spring. We'll see. So, and we have, I don't know exactly how many people took the class and how many people started to look for a job, but I can tell you that hundreds of people, hundreds, reported they got jobs and commented on the content of the class. And if you go to the videos where we talk about interview questions and answers, I did show you the search results on our YouTube channel. They are saying it worked perfectly in their situation. It was in Russia, in Ukraine, in Belarus, in Georgia, in Kazakhstan, all over the countries of former Soviet Union. Again, it might work in some place, it might not work somewhere else. You know, I'm not saying it is universally good, but I would say it is statistically proven. And also, you will look differently from local candidates who didn't watch our class, our recordings, and so on. In previous class, you remind video with students' conversation about tough questions and correct answer for certain instances. I do not understand what you are talking about. You video with students conversation about tough questions and correct answers for certain. I'm not sure. I mean, if you give me the moment in time, you know, where exactly I was talking about something, so I just don't remember. I mean, I've been teaching that for online class for over 10 years, you know, and overall I've been doing that for 27 plus. So I don't remember what I say in one class or another. And then, okay, so is it okay to say I'm applying for manual test position, but in 5 years hope to move to automation? We actually discussed that thing in one of the quizzes here. If they do have positions in automation, if they do have that perspective for you, and they'll tell you, you have to ask them. But if you know that your interest in automation is something they want, that is a plus. You say, yeah, I actually want to move to automation. And when you mention that automation is something I can start doing here, I mean, it's a huge plus to me, you know, when I think about your company. If they didn't tell you anything, then you might get in trouble, because you say, I want to be in automation, I want to be in development, I want to grow, blah, blah, blah. But the position is in manual testing, and they want people to stay in manual testing. It happens as well. So you shouldn't you shouldn't make the assumptions in that situation. So ask them. So where is automation? Is there any kind of interest in people learning automation, this and that? So when you come with those things, you have to know they need them. If you don't know that, don't take the risk. Or actually find out. Could you please answer? Recruiter is telling that offering me contract for 1 year with 45K, even though he saw that I have 3 years in QA, it's really below market. It is below market, yeah. Is that a kind of trap from him, or should I insist on 60 to 70K? Can I quit in 3 to 6 months without problem? You can quit any second. I'm not sure. I'm not sure in which state you are and what are the local employment laws, but in state of California and pretty much, New York. Okay, New York is a liberal state, same as California. So employment is at will. They might let you go any second, and they don't have to explain the reason. They just let you go. You can quit any second, and you don't owe anything to anybody. So employment is at will. So in your case, I would say if that is the first job, and you do not have another offer anyway, you take it. You take it. Recruiters are cynical. Okay, recruiters know that. So you know that their job description is complete bullshit. Recruiters know that your experience is complete bullshit. So they are cynical. They do not take your experience at face value. The job market is 99% filled up with people who have no experience at all. All their experience is bullshit. Okay. Now, they tell you, look, I know it's bullshit. Okay, but I'm just asking you, would you accept that much? Yeah. Lots of people will accept that much. I mean, and 45K. Let me tell you, 45K is like 25, 26, 27 bucks per hour, pretty much that kind. So what you do, okay, you take it, keep it for 3 months, and start looking for another one. I mean, don't quit. You keep that job. In 3 months, you start looking for another job. And so then you are realistically looking at, and you don't talk to anybody who offers you less than 85K, which is very real, which is, I mean, like 99% real. Okay. So 85K, or let's say 50 bucks per hour, 45 bucks per hour. So doing that job for 3 months will help you to pass an interview for a better job. So they are playing their game, you are playing your game. So we are kind of two bullshits meet each other, yeah, in that corner of the job market. Can I quit in 3 to 6 months? Absolutely. Another question. Some girls from our group told me that recruiters insist on vaccination even though she couldn't be pregnant, and it could be not safe. Is it legal to ask vaccination? I've never heard about anything like that. But we know that in state of New York, in city of New York, just recently, they came to that ordinance. The governor, yeah, or mayor of New York City, came with that ordinance, which requires like 187,000 of companies to do the vaccination. They have a mandate in city of New York. My point here is, look, you do not look for a local job. You don't care if that job is in New York, in San Francisco, in Tampa, Florida, in Denver, Colorado. Most of the jobs now are not local. If you have any issues with vaccination or anything like that, just go somewhere else. I mean, really, you are not trapped there. You are the first person who tells me that stuff. I've never heard about it, but it might be very new. I heard that news today about the vaccination mandate in city of New York. I just got it today. So maybe, yeah, might happen. Another question, some girls, that kind of question not for Mikhail, I guess. Well, I can come with my perspective of that. So definitely, you do not come for me to me for pregnancy or kind of that stuff, but I have some broad perspective of, I talk to many people, communicate to many people all over the United States, Canada, Europe, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Moldova. We have in your class, guys, we have 3 people from Georgia, I believe. So we have some idea. We used to have, you can't imagine, we used to have students from Australia, maybe there is someone in your class, Australia, New Zealand, and Chile, in Vietnam, Pakistan, pretty much all the European countries. So we have some idea. I have been working as manual tester for 2 years. Okay, have been working, so 2 years of experience, and still watching all Portnoy's webinars. Okay, I'm starting new job next year, automation. Okay, it's priceless to be all the time in touch with all, even simple questions regarding testing. The stimulus and paths that helped me a lot. Thank you very much, Oleg. I was always wondering why in the world we have people who have been working for a couple of years and they still want to be in that extra group for those repeating the class. And anytime I'm trying to clean up the group, they say, no, wait a second. I mean, we want to be there. Guys, as long as you want to be there, it's my pleasure to have you there, especially when you share, personal experiences like that. It's like taking a shower, guys. You cannot say, I shouldn't take a shower today because I did it 3 months ago, or I did it 2 years ago when I was taking that class. You take shower every day. So same thing happens with your motivation. You have to get motivated every day. You have to go to the place where someone from outside motivates you. You have to go to some place where someone helps you to sharpen your verbiage when you answer interview questions, someone who helps you to get rid of local standards and local methodologies and local things, smart or idiotic, doesn't matter. Because if you look at people who work in one company, so let's say you work for that company for 3 months or 3 years, they forget completely what we teach in that school, because we teach you how to work in the field. We do not teach you how to work in Google or Facebook or Apple or small startup. We teach you the profession. And then you get into this team. And in that team, they change meaning of definition. The definitions, they do things which are completely destructive because someone who is a manager never studied testing and he was promoted from technical support, management, and now he's a QA manager. You will see lots of people who have no idea what they're doing. So coming back to the webinars, you can be in a class, you can just watch them in a recorded format, but it brings you back to the field, to the industry, from the local environment where people do weird things. One day I had a conversation with the manager, QA manager. She's our graduate, and and she was saying something, and I said, listen, you just mentioned certain term, you put kind of different meaning in that term. So the real meaning is this. And she says, how do you know what's the real meaning? I'm saying, because I read books, because I communicate to lots of people. I mean, I teach the subject, I know the meaning of things. She says, well, in our company, nobody reads the books. And you are in trouble. If you come to our company for an interview, they will not take you because we do not read books. And I said, look, I'm okay. And I don't want to work in the company where people don't read books. But now you have the problem, because anytime you go anywhere, okay, anytime you go to a good company where people know what they're doing, you are in trouble, because they will not take you since you have no idea what you're doing. See what I mean? So that is why we are saying, guys, we are teaching that class and we welcome you to that class to repeat on unlimited basis, because we understand you have to take the shower sometimes, take the shower. Now then, okay. Can you imagine? They asked me how to test a toaster. Okay, Oleg is continuing. They asked me how to test a toaster. It's a very common question, yeah. And it was a automation position. They ask you how to test the toaster to make sure you understand what's testing. So you are doing an automation, but the question is, do you understand what is software testing? I did a video 2 months ago. I did a video about forecast. There was some statistics published by Department of Labor Statistics, and they predicted what's going to be with developers and testers, the market demand in 10 days, 10 years, 10 years from now. And so I made a video where I was talking about that stuff, discussing. And so there is a guy who writes a comment, and he says, manual testers are needed only in Texas and California. And now here's his logic. He says, and nobody else needs the manual testers. And then he says, I took a class in test automation a year ago. Okay, he took a class in test automation a year ago. He lives in Florida. He cannot get a job in automation. And now he says, okay, there is no job in manual testing. Look, there might be multiple reasons. So reason number one, you are an idiot. Reason number two, you go to idiots to teach you. Most likely both, okay? He is an idiot, he goes to other idiots, and then he doesn't know how to look for a job. Because maybe they did teach him, but he is an idiot. Maybe they didn't teach him. And maybe it's not even possible to teach him how to do that because see what I mean? People make conclusions based on nothing. And so guys, there is no job in test automation for someone who took a class in test automation. That market does not exist. I mean, obviously, something is missing there. So I believe, okay. For my wife, they asked about toaster as well. Guys, again, toaster is a question about testing, not test automation. Before they take you for test automation, they have to understand you are in QA business. You understand what software testing. They might ask you to write test cases for login and password. Because if you take classes in test automation without being in manual testing business, you cannot do test automation because test automation is about testing first and automating testing second. If you cannot do first, you cannot do second. He just doesn't know what testing is about. So that is the problem. And there are tons of people around who heard somewhere that there are no manual testing jobs. We have to be in automation. They take automation class. They have no idea what's testing. They actually have no idea what's automation, I can tell you. Because getting a job in automation is as easy as 1, 2, 3. You are there. You just have to know something. Number one, you have to know how to look for a job. Number two, you have to have a resume. You have to have that package, something which we do for you for the rest of your life. For as long as you need us with that package, so we are here. If a job description says remote till COVID, yeah, what should we do? You apply. After they said, let's say you don't really want to go there, but you eventually when they tell you, hey, let's move, you still have options. Option one, you can move, you can reconsider. Option number two, you say, guys, I quit. Just saying that I'm willing to relocate, even if I don't. And when COVID ends, who knows when, just quit. Yeah, that is what I told you. They might not want you in that case. So let's say if the job is in Dallas, Texas, and they expect you to go to office after the COVID, they might still want local candidates. They do not want people who eventually would need to relocate. So I think in that kind of scenario, they really would prefer a local candidate. But you are lucky. You are lucky. There is no local candidates. At least those who knows something about software testing. We do not have candidates, local, remote. we have a strong deficit of people. So who know how to use mouse actually or keyboard. I'm joking, but no people. So they mentioned sometimes about local candidate. Yeah, definitely. They might want local candidate. Guys, it doesn't matter what they say. After the end of the COVID, after everybody who wants to go to office goes to office, there's going to be huge market for purely remote jobs, purely remote. So it existed before the pandemic, but maybe it was 2% of labor force. It might be 60%. Even if it is just 30%, guys, you are okay. It is like a tester mindset. Yeah, test. Yeah. Okay, guys. Tomorrow, if we look at our schedule class page, it says here, answering student questions. Answering student questions means whatever questions you might have, bring it to the class. Because if you don't bring questions, I will talk about something I want to talk. I always have something to talk about, but you have an opportunity to ask the questions. Not just people who are in this class, also people who are repeating classes. Yeah. So we want your questions, and so thank you very much for being with me today. And we still have 125 people, which is nice, in the class. And so let's meet tomorrow. Meanwhile, I'll do the recording and produce the recording and post it on your class page. Thank you very much.